Daydreamers unite.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Chemical X podcast. I'm your girl Amber, and I'm here with the guys Don and Kevin. We are about to come at y'all with the controversy over the Mystique X-Men Apocalypse Billboard, all the hubbub that came up about this one billboard ad. We're going to talk about that in our hot topic. We're going to move on to what our favorite Black Geekazoids have been up to with the Nerve Ventures. But first, let's jump into the X News, starting with you, Don.
Okay, so it turns out that Deadpool 2 is currently in production, at least according to express.co.uk/entertainment. Anyway, Deadpool's Ed Skrein, or the guy who plays Ajax, talks about it. And, you know, he just talks about, like, how disgusting the Deadpool costume was and how disgusting Ryan Reynolds smelled in his costume and all that other shit. And they discussed some of the other Marvel villains lined to come back. They were saying Ajax probably may not come back because, you know, so many other Marvel villains or whoever that they could choose to put in there. Marvel characters such as Cable. But it's just good to hear that it's currently in production. And it was like a given that was going to happen. So...
Sounds like the washing machine is on or some shit.
Yeah. Wax on, wax off. That's not me, though. I don't think. Unless
Is
my
it
cat.
me?
Did my cat just jump off or some shit? And somebody needs to change their fire detector battery.
I don't know if that's me or not. It's possible.
Oh, now that one is me.
Oh,
That
okay.
one is me. It went out in the second room.
All right, the storm has subsided. Continue, Don.
No, that's it. That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
I mean, I could totally see why they are ready to push this thing forward. And I'm going to confide in y'all. And please don't revoke my nerd card. But I have not seen the first Deadpool yet. I have not seen it. I know it's terrible. And you know what? So many people, not like people that don't consider themselves nerds or aren't even in the comic books, have seen this movie and said it was so hilariously funny. Like, they have not laughed that hard at a superhero movie ever. So in preparation for Deadpool 2, I'm definitely going to see the first one. But yeah, I can totally see why they're ready to just push this thing forward, considering how well the first one did.
Yeah, you should have plenty of time. It's probably not going to come out till 2018 or something like that. But yeah, I would definitely get that. It's on Blu-ray right now.
Yep.
If you can get it through certain other channels, I would do that. It's great. I would check it out.
I'll check it out for sure. But all right, I guess I'll move on with my X news. I want to talk about John Boyega to star as the lead in Pacific Rim 2. Don put a little parentheses, hell yeah, on my notes, so I'm guessing you are happy about this, Don.
Yeah. I like Pacific Rim 1.
I'm super excited about him in general. Not only is he starring in the film, but he's also co-producing it with other big names. So he has his hands not only on screen, but in the back end, producing this movie, putting the movie together. So I just think that's amazing. Boyega's career has been on an upward incline since his breakout film Attack the Block, and moved on to other films where he worked alongside big names like Tom Hanks and Ben Kingsley. Of course, he played a huge role in the new Star Wars, and now he's taking a lead in Pacific Rim 2 as the son of Idris Elba's character, Stacker Pentecost. I just love this guy. He definitely has a charm about him, and it admits on screen. Like, every scene he was in, I've only seen him in Star Wars. Every scene that I saw him in, he just admitted this charm, and he has this great smile. He's a good-looking guy, and I'm just excited that not only is he making a name for himself on screen, but he is on the production end of this movie that he's working on. And Pacific Rim, the first one, did very well, and I think this is great for his career, working on the second one. So, go John! 2 thumbs up from me.
Yeah, man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him as well. And I'm happy that Pacific Rim 2 is happening. I did hear he was in the movie, but I didn't even know that he was the lead. So This is a good X news because both of these things that you guys have are news to me. So this is this is exciting.
Cool, cool. Glad I
Yeah,
could help.
I would definitely check out. All right, Amber, Deadpool. Check out Deadpool and check out Attack the Block because that is a great movie.
Is it good? I had
It's
never even heard
fucking
of it.
amazing. It's fucking
What?
amazing. It's kind of old now, but I think it should still hold up. I ain't seen it in a minute, but
When did it come out?
probably like I don't know. Let's ask the internet. Attack, not Attack on Titan. Attack the Block. It came out in 2011, so it's been out a while now. But it's a British movie. If you can deal with the accents and everything like that, it's fucking hilarious. It's a great black movie because it's starring mostly black people, and it's cool kind of seeing black people in the UK for once or whatever. And it's a great sci-fi movie because it shows these aliens and stuff like
Really?
that. And it's a great comedy. So it's like all these different things like
So
sci-fi.
it's a black sci-fi?
Yeah, pretty
movie?
much.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. And it's
Why
done
did I not
completely
know
well.
this?
It's done completely well.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, that's some Chemical X homework.
Yeah, Attack the
I'll
Block.
check the block. All right, cool. Kev, what you got for
I need
X
to make
News?
sure I see it too.
Oh yeah, it's dope.
Okay,
What you
yeah,
got for
man,
the X News, man?
I was really happy to hear that Crash Bandicoot. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you good.
Hey, can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. Yeah, I'm really happy. Okay, cool. I'm really happy with the news that Crash Bandicoot is getting that PS4 remaster. I think that's great news. I sold my PS4, but I'm going to get a new one. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be playing Crash Bandicoot, and you can even make your own characters and stuff like that. So it looks like it's going to be a good time, man. And it's really good nostalgia, gaming right there. You know what I mean? That I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think everyone from like early 20s all the way maybe up to like late 30s has played Crash Bandicoot. Probably even older than that. I mean, it was probably one of the best platform games on the PlayStation. And I enjoyed it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
who hasn't gotten pissed off when you're trying to jump across something and you fall off some shit while you're trying to run Crash Bandicoot through this whole
Right.
maze of stuff? So I mean, it was a fun time, and I can see why they
But
would
the
bring
game
it back.
also had a depth to it. The game had a depth to it too because it reminded me of Mario Brothers where you had all types of different tunnels you could try that could be other little mini games that could get you more tokens and you could get to different little stages if you knew how to navigate that you could kind of complete more of the game than just running right through it. So it made it fun, and that's how Crash Bandicoot was too, because you could start getting gems and unlocking like little secret stages. So it was a lot of fun to just like try to like really beat the game 100%. You know what I mean? Like it was difficult to do, but you really wanted to try. That's what made it so great as well, man. It's gonna be fun to play that game again.
When are they planning on releasing the remaster?
See,
Whoops.
holes in my reporting game. I don't know.
Well, I'm
Don't
sure
ask me.
if they announced it at E3, it's gonna be like either this year or next year. So I guess we'll catch it.
It is going to
Oh,
release.
Don's asking the internet.
Hopefully, I'm alive.
Yeah, it's going to release sometime in 2017, so sometime next year. It's going to be released according to Christian Today, which is surprisingly a good source for nerd shit for some reason.
Really?
It is. I get Google alerts and I keep getting shit from Christian Today. That should be on point though. I'm like, Christian Today?
All
But
right,
yeah,
then.
for some reason.
In the name of Jesus.
Right. Oh shit.
Nerding in the name of Jesus.
This is my homeboy.
And what was the name again? I mean, what was the date again?
It just says it doesn't say a specific month, but it says 2017. sometime in 2017. So sometime next year, maybe like middle next year, beginning next year, hopefully.
Sure.
Coolness. So we'll have to follow up with you next year, Kevin, and you got to let us know how it was. If you were reliving your childhood dreams.
Yeah, I will.
For sure.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of fun to play, man. Definitely going to be something that's going to be getting live streamed.
Oh, yeah,
Hell
nice.
yeah.
I'm trying to work on something like that, too. I got to get my setup together for that. I want to start streaming the games that I play. Need to get a capture card. Them shits are expensive.
Yeah, you should do some Let's Plays or something.
Yeah. In the future. But all right. Let's move on to the hot topic. We are going to talk about the Mystique choked out Billboard controversy. For those of you who haven't been following social media or aren't really sure.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. Oh, shit.
Just a rundown of what happened. Actress Rose McGowan called out Fox for a Billboard ad that, in her words, displayed casual violence against women. She mentioned a friend of hers needing to explain the imagery to his 9-year-old daughter after her asking why Apocalypse was committing violence against women. Rose McGowan's social media blast on the Billboard ad caused a lot of people to speak up on this topic. So here we are, your Black Geekazoids. We're going to give you our opinion. So, guys, how do you feel?
I think it's bullshit. This is a funny thing about Rose McGowan. I know her as an actress. I seen that movie Jawbreaker, where it's rape in that movie and it's violence towards women in that movie, and that's a movie she was a part of, and she committed some of the violence towards women in that movie. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You should be familiar with Hollywood and how these things work. Another part of that is it's a comic book. It's a chick who's blue with red hair getting choked out by another person that's blue in a fucking whatever he's wearing, a vest, some weird sci-fi vest, and he's choking the chick out, but it's not real. It's a comic book, and it says X-Men right next to it. Like, how could... I can understand maybe how a kid would get confused, but as an adult, it should be no confusion. She should have just said it's fake and drove on. That's how it should have been handled, I think.
Kevin, how you feeling?
Right, it's not real. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Don. I think that, these days there's an audience for it. So, for her to see it and be the first person to say it, it's going to help her get a lot of attention. And, but I don't think it's for the right reason. You know what I mean? I agree with Don. This is a non-issue. You know what I mean? Right. It's a comic book movie. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And the meme though that I want to see somebody put a wife beater on him while he's holding her like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And like a trucker's hat, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm doing that tonight, dog. I'm doing that tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make that
son.
shit.
Yeah, let's drop that.
We'll put that shit on Daydreamers, yo.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking hilarious.
Fuck.
Man, okay, where I'm at. I completely forgot that she was in the movie Jawbreaker. And that movie, I remember seeing it when I was younger, and it was pretty graphic when they choked that girl out with the Jawbreaker. I mean, her face turned blue, she was all bruised up, and that was some woman-on-woman crime there.
Right.
And she hasn't gone back and said, that movie that I did was violence against women, and now I have a change of heart, and I want to advocate against it. She hasn't said that. She's pretty much just pointing a finger at this big name movie that was coming out. I don't know if she was trying to get attention. Maybe she was. But
maybe. I ain't seen that shit lately. Last time I seen her was on Charm and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even watch Charm, so forget I said that.
I'm not sure what she's trying to do. And for her to bring up some story about her friend talking to his daughter, I love how people, regardless of what it's about, whether it's about transgender people using the restrooms, whether it's about gay people being able to get married, or lesbian people being able to get married, everyone's issue is, how am I going to explain this to my kids? Like, no one knows how to fucking talk to their kids.
Right.
Or maybe you just don't want to talk to your kids.
Right.
Clearly,
Right.
you know, if his daughter had an issue, oh, why is this? Honestly, if I was 9, I don't know, maybe 9-year-olds are a lot smarter than what I was when I was 9. But if I see a blue person and a purple person and they're choking each other out or whatever it may be, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, he's abusing that poor blue woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to be like, oh shit,
Right.
he's choking the fuck out of an alien or some
Right,
shit. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, you know, and I mean, I get it. We do live in a culture where women a lot of times are objectified. 1 out of 5 women are sexually assaulted or abused before the age of 18. You know, it's a lot that goes with, you know, domestic violence, and it's something that does need to be dealt with. The billboard, I don't think that's where the fight needs to start, in my opinion. I don't
Right,
think
right.
that a blue person and a purple person is going to cause little boys to want to choke little human girls out. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking that this is where the fight needs to start. Really, people need to just speak to their kids and explain what's happening. On the other hand, just the billboard in general, it wasn't really saying much about the movie. It was kind of a pointless billboard. It didn't really put you in a place of understanding of what is supposed to be happening in this movie, who this person is, you know, and I'll give it to the feminists out there where they're like, oh, well, it says only the strong will survive, and he's choking this woman out like she's not strong. Well, if you kind of knew the series and knew the comic and knew the previous movies and actually knew who Mystique was, you would know that she is actually strong and she could fuck people up if she really wanted to. You know what I mean? So
Right.
these people are coming from a place of not understanding, and I think that's leading to ignorance.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
you. This is a pointless ass. But the more I look at it, it's completely pointless. Is if anything, I always thought it was a great shot when he's choking Mystique out. I never, and maybe it's because I'm older or jaded or whatever. I just never looked at it as violence towards women. I looked at it as Apocalypse choking Mystique. That's it. I didn't look at it like a woman and a man. I looked at it like this alien is choking this mutant. I
And
don't know.
really, how could you tell? For like looking at the billboard, it's
Right.
a shot from her
Her
collarbone and up.
Right.
You don't see any breast. How did this 9-year-old know it was a girl? That's what I'm trying to figure
Right.
out. Unless she just already knew who Mystique was.
That's the only way, because it looks like it could be two men.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly.
That's
Like
what it looks
she
like.
doesn't have long flowy hair. Her hair is pulled back. Her
Right.
face looks kind of strong when she has all the blue makeup on. I mean, you really, if you didn't know who Mystique was, you can mistake that for just some random alien, like no
Right.
gender. You know what I
Right.
mean? You'll see it as a alien or a mutant or whatever it is. And yeah, I mean, I I I understand that there is a patriarchy that exists. There is violence against women. There's violence against people in general, but there is violence against women. But to me, this is not where the fight should start. A comic book movie is not where the fight should start.
I agree with that.
So,
I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's just a dumb
Yeah.
thing
Yeah. And
to.
this is already a yeah.
I
Very,
mean, this
very
thing
true.
blew up on social media. I didn't even know what was happening. I had already seen the movie before I saw the explosion of this controversy, and even like the scene, I didn't look at, oh my gosh, poor Mystique. Who says poor Mystique? Everyone knows Mystique got them hands, and she will put hands on you, and you won't know what the fuck to do. So
And
I
she's
mean,
evil, yo. She who knows what she did? She's evil.
she tried to slit his damn throat. That's what
Right.
she tried to do.
Right. They should
Man,
show that
and if
part.
you want to talk about that, okay, maybe they should have put a picture of Mystique slitting dude's throat. But then
Right.
we can talk about, hey, we have this snapped culture. There's a whole TV show dedicated to women killing men over some bullshit.
Right.
The show is called Snapped, so we can easily reverse this shit if we wanted to. You know what I mean? So I don't
Right,
know. I
right.
just
Yeah, I agree. And that
And I know one thing, man. Like Jennifer Lawrence already is done with this. I already know that she is kind of like, oh my God, I wish I would have never signed this contract. And
Oh
this
yeah.
has to be making her want to get out of this shit even more because she don't like putting on that makeup.
Right.
And honestly, now that you think about it, I don't know how they ever were able to get away with having somebody on set all the time that's basically butt ass naked. You know what I mean? And now she at a point in her career, she don't want to do that shit, and she don't want to be sitting in that makeup chair all the time, and she don't want to be a part of this franchise. So
Right.
it's only it ain't too long before she get killed or some shit like that because she ain't gonna do this shit much longer.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. And then they do what they can to kind of have her out of the makeup. There are a lot of scenes dedicated to her not being in Mystique form, but at the end of the day, everyone's here to see mutants, so that's
Right.
just something she has to deal with.
And it's contradictory to the last movie where she was all about not hiding herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but you know, X-Men movies don't give a shit about continuity at all. But that's
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's because of no, but that's because of her request. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
She
I
doesn't
know.
want to be in that.
I understand that, but I'm just saying it's bullshit. Is what I understand that, and I don't think she's even going to be in the next one. I have no idea what they're going to do because you know they try to make it her the star of the movie, and Mystique is not a fucking star of the X-Men, but they try to make her a star of the movie because it's Jennifer Lawrence, and they keep out the makeup because that's what she wants. And she did this earlier in her career, and now she's like a big name and whatever, and they have it for cheap. But it's like it's to the point where I just rather see her not even be in that movie, or just have a next movie without her, and you know have people who want to be in the makeup and do the action scenes or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they can do like how they did Planet of the Apes and just like have someone else with the blue makeup on and then like CGI her face onto the person. Or something like that.
Mhm.
They did that
True.
with Captain America, Winter Soldier,
With who?
with Haley Atwell, the chick
What are
who
you talking
plays
about?
the chick who plays Agent Carter. They see
In what way?
it's a scene where Steve is going to see like the old Agent Carter, and she's like an old lady or whatever. They CG'd her face onto an older woman's face.
Oh, to make her look old.
Right. Right.
That's
They did the
right.
same thing with Tony Stark in Civil War. They CG'd his face onto like a skinny boy or whatever to make him look younger.
Mm-hmm.
They
It's
be
possible.
doing that shit now. So they could actually CG the fuck out of Jennifer Lawrence.
It didn't look as good in Civil War.
I agree. But I knew it was the same because the Russo brothers be doing that shit because they did it. I remember they did it in in Winter Soldier, and I didn't know that shit till I saw the commentary. But that shit was interesting. But yeah, fuck that billboard.
So should we?
Yep. Fuck the
Yeah,
billboard.
it's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb.
You guys want to move on with the Nerd Ventures? I know, Don, you have a lot to talk about
For sure.
with your visit.
Oh yeah, it was alright. Nah, it was cool. I saw all the damn Power Rangers. The Yellow Ranger Aisha gave me a hug. She was real sweet. The Black Ranger was kind of he was cool. The Red Ranger was cool. The Blue Ranger was cool. I met Rocky. I met Justin. And other than that, it wasn't really. Oh, the guy who voiced Goku was there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for some reason his line was long as shit. I was like,
Everyone
"What's this
wants to
line
meet
for?" Huh?
Everyone wants to meet Goku.
Yeah, but I guess. See, maybe I'm not that big of a DBZ fan, but like it was a long ass line. I'm like, "What's this line for?" It's the guy to meet the voice of Goku. I was like, "Goku, the voice of Goku. This line is for Goku." And he's like, "Yes, this line is for Goku." I was like, "Holy shit."
Did you wait in line?
Hell no, I ain't waiting no line.
Aw,
man. I don't give a
man.
shit about Goku like that. But, you know, people do. Like, you know, a lot of people are big fans of that show, and I had no idea.
Is he voicing for the Dragon Ball Super?
I should have asked him that. I don't even know. He
Yeah.
may be. He may be doing that. I asked him for an interview. I thought he was going to go Super Saiyan on
I'm a
me.
Goku fan.
I'm a Goku fan,
I'm a
too.
DBZ fan.
He's the ultimate good guy. Ditzy good guy, always trying to do the right thing.
He's the worst father ever though.
Oh man, how much
the
trauma
worst
can you
father ever,
put a kid through, dying like 4 times? Like, Poor Gohan.
Every time, and like he just be gone. On and it'll be like sometimes he'll die. He can come back and he'll be like, "No, I'm going to stay here and train." You know,
right?
What I'm saying? Like, nigga, but you got a son.
Oh my gosh.
Then he have another kid and be doing the same shit. Right. And then Goku's sons be fighting. You know what I'm saying? The monsters getting their ass whipped, and they all just be waiting for Goku to get back. Then he come and he defeat him. It's like, yo, you left your sons here to get their ass whipped.
Right.
For like, I mean, based on the show, for what I can tell, this been happening for 20 months out this bitch. Like,
right. Yeah.
What the hell?
Every time. Then you let him go in the damn capsule and fly all the way to Namek with Krillin. Come on, bro. Where were you?
Right.
Your son flying away to other planets and shit. That's why Gohan, he grew up and he was like, I'm gonna be a father, and he kind of just did his thing.
Right. Like, he just like, nah, man, I'm good with that bullshit, yo. I'm gonna take care of my kids. Okay. I don't know what you doing. They gonna have problems later in life. You know what I'm saying? When Goku get too old to be the fight, like beat him, Gohan gonna be like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Look what you did.
By Krillin. He's an alien.
Know, right? I was raised by Piccolo. He taught me everything I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Did y'all used to imagine Piccolo was black?
Man, Piccolo is black. What do you mean imagine? Dude, the Namekians are black people. Dude's name is Dende.
Yeah.
That's some fucking African, straight from fucking Africa name, yo. Dende.
Oh, shit.
Piccolo.
Right.
And Piccolo always was chumping Goku. That's how you knew he was black. He always had slick words for Goku.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I used to think he was black, too.
And then also based on how stories go, like, you know, fantasy stories go, the black guy's always like the second or third, you know, most strongest person, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Once he get introduced. But then if he don't die that season that he get introduced, then he falls back to like the 5th or 6th. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how the black guy is and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he powerful at first. You know what I mean? And then it's like, he just become magical or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know
at least he's not on like Yamcha's level. I was watching some reruns of Dragon Ball Z, and they were looking for the androids, and so, you know, shit's getting hectic. They figured out what Dr. Gero was up to. They know Cell is about to be off on some bullshit, so they're like, okay, we gotta find these androids. They're back here planning how they gonna fight and shit, and Yamcha's bitch ass is up there flying the damn plane. I'm like, why are you even here, bro? You need to be like working at Home Depot or some shit. You'll be the strongest at Home Depot because you'll be picking up all the wood and people will be amazed. But amongst this group of people, you ain't nothing but the damn plane driver, son. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. Yamcha. I always wonder, like, why?
Right. He there for quips. He quivers in the corner and has quips. Oh my God. When will Goku get back? You know?
Yeah. Y'all making me want to go watch DBZ. I ain't watched that show in forever, man.
Yeah, I can watch, especially the I think the Boo saga is my favorite. I could watch that one over and over. All of them are good, but I think that's my favorite. But yeah,
had some epic battles too.
So.
But yeah, that's it about Comic-Con. It was alright.
It was good.
Yeah, I shot a music video when I was there.
Oh my gosh, I have to go see it.
Yeah, a music video
everywhere. I gotta get it in, man.
Yeah, man.
Pretty dope, though. It's pretty dope. As you guys probably have noticed, if you've been on our channel, we've been doing some coverage of E3, and we have talked about a lot of our favorite stuff. And one thing I didn't really get to talk about because I missed the shit and I had to actually go and look for it was Mass Effect, and it was like the main thing that I was looking forward to. So I finally just went ahead and YouTubed it and watched what I missed, and I am very excited for it, even more so than I was before. Especially to find out that the default protagonist is female. And you kind of got a hint of this in the previous trailer that was released before any gameplay was released. This was like last year when they let us know that they are having a Mass Effects in the works. You heard Fem Shep's voice as opposed to male Shep's voice. So that was kind of a hint. And now that I see that the protagonist is default female, that makes more sense, and that makes me even more excited about it. Another thing I'm excited for is the return of the Mako vehicle. Don, I know you're playing Mass Effect 3, so you probably haven't gotten a chance to drive the Mako. I believe it was only in Mass Effect 1. But it's basically like this big ass four-wheeler like ship
Hmm.
vehicle thing, and that it used to be so much fun just driving that shit, and you could shoot shit with it, and you're trying not to fall off the cliff. Like, it was amazing driving that thing, and I
Damn.
think it was like one of a very like unique thing, because you don't do a lot of driving vehicles in general. Like, you actually just don't drive vehicles,
Right,
and that was like
right.
the only thing that was like that, and so I'm glad that they're bringing it back. Another thing that they touched on was weather simulation. Like, they're using this can't even speak. They're using this frostbite engine, and
Hmm.
so the graphics look great. And not only that, but they have like all these details like dust on the armor. You can see the weather simulation, and it has like tornadoes and all types of stuff. They kind of had something like this in the previous Mass Effect, but it wasn't this robust. So it looks super cool. And also, they showed us some of the organic life that is going to be in the Andromeda galaxy. And they also showed us an Asari, which is a species that we're already familiar with, and it's good to see that we're gonna see them in the Andromeda galaxy as well. And the Asari, they live for thousands and thousands of years. I'm not really sure how long they live approximately, but it would make sense that they would have already traveled to distant galaxies because they live so long, as opposed to like the Solarians who only live to like 35 years old. So that just kind of makes sense that they would be out there. So I'm super pumped for it. I'm glad I got to see what they brought up at E3, and I'm looking forward to the release in early 2017.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I saw the trailer and the developers making it, and it looked good. It's supposed to be really big and vast, and I can't wait for it. I just hope I have enough time to beat Mass Effect 3 because it's supposed to be like really connected or like super connected, and like I think episode Mass Effect 3 ends on like some kind of a sour note or something like that. Like something happens. I don't know all the specifics.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna spoil, but I mean, it did leave on. Everyone was kind of just like,
Right,
you
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you'll get there, and you'll be able to make your own decision about how you feel about the ending. But I think it did leave us with a chance to open up into Andromeda. And it's going to be interesting to see how they piece this future protagonist and her journey through this galaxy. How they're going to piece that with what happened in Mass Effect 3. So it's going to be cool.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
All right, Kev, what's going on with your nerve ventures?
I was going to talk about Amy Schumer. I decided I'm not going to talk about that. I'm actually going to talk about season 2 of Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. I binge watched that, which is very easy. It's 12 episodes, and the episode's only 15 minutes, so burnt right through it. It was just so funny. If you guys aren't familiar with Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, it's an Adult Swim show. It's one of the live action ones. The first season I felt like had a lot of potential, but it just some of the jokes didn't really hit. The production was really like very very low budget. This season they really upped the ante, and it's like they've really have like really tapped into the potential of what the joke is. So they're in hell, but like hell is like they're in a certain part of hell where they are like its marketing team or whatever, and they're like these cuticles, and they have to go out, and they're demons, and they're supposed to like go out and do things to get people to sell their soul to like Satan and shit. And the dude Gary, he's just like a major fuck up, but it's like you in hell. So the things that the devil does to him for like fucking up are just like really, really ridiculous. And it's just a really funny show, man. It's like it's so much fun. It's just so much fun to watch. It's like a crazy concept. So the funniest episode, the one that I would tell everybody to watch, I won't say what happens, but it's the Cerebus episode, the three-headed dog that guards the gate of hell. That, oh my God, it is like really front to back. It is just hilarious, man. Like you will like man, I'm telling you, my stomach hurt and I was crying, man. It was just so much fun.
Oh man, I haven't even heard of that, but it just sounds crazy. It sounds like they're like hell's insurance salesmen, and they have to go like door to door and try to get people to sell their souls. Oh my God.
And it's like elements to where that is kind of what they do. Like the whole, like, you know, when like it's a devil on one side and an angel on one side, like that's something they got to do. So they got to watch like this stupid instructional video on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then like they got to be able to do it. And it's like Gary's like little like guy that he paired up to work with. Always like is like mastering the shit that they supposed to do like before everybody. Like he just like a fucking con man and shit, and it's just he always sucking up to the devil and shit, but he want to get out of hell. So it's like he constantly. It's just funny, man.
Oh my gosh,
it's so much fun. I'm telling you, it's so much fun to watch, man. It really is. So it's one of those shows just like Black Jesus. That like the name is going to make people not watch it. Black Jesus ain't as funny as this at all.
Oh, really?
But Black Jesus is funny. But Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, man. It's just in season 2 they pretty much just mastered kind of the idea. You know what I mean?
Should I start?
It's funny.
Should I start with season 1 or season 2?
You can watch season 1. You might find it funny, and you'll appreciate season 2 even more because it's so much better than season 1. One of the funniest things that happen in season 1 is just very subtle. It's hell, you know. So it's like it's a guy that's trying to like get into the building, and you know when you got one of those swipe cards, you know what I mean? Right. That you swipe and then it turn green and you can then you can put a door open. It's like he's swiping it and it just keep turning red. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That bitch. It's like it'll turn green for a second and it just go red. You know, it's just like it's like, man, they just be fucking with Satan. Just be fucking with them in any way he possibly can.
Right.
So it's like the worst boss ever.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. You know, like he literally is. Because then he'll also like. Some of the stuff I don't want to say that he does because it's so crazy, but yeah, man, it's a fun show. I would recommend anybody to watch it, especially if you're a nerd and you like weird shit and you can take it. You know what I mean? You'll have a lot of fun watching it.
I love everything that Adult Swim puts out. No, I won't say everything, but yeah, some of their shows is just like, what the fuck are you thinking? But it's so funny. Like, I think one of my favorites is like Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh yeah.
I used to be up late just dying laughing at shit.
Yeah, what a classic. What a classic. The Barack Show. Or the Barack Show. I might be saying that wrong. Oh man.
They already have a good reputation with me, so I'll definitely check out. You said Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Yeah, man. Y'all check that out, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I already added to my list. I got a whole bunch of shows I'm gonna watch, and that is added to the list.
That's what's up.
So, I got a podcast drinking game for our listeners. So,
let me lean in close. Let me scoop my chair up here.
Okay.
Mentioning alcohol. All right.
Right. Well, it's not for us because we be fucked up by the end of this. Unless y'all want to do that one day. We should do that one day. I think so. We should do a drunk podcast.
Plastered.
Yeah. Take a shot. All right, nobody.
I've done drunk already.
Me too.
I'm sorry.
All right, nobody get offended at this. All right. Take a shot every time Space says no. I'm saying you gotta take a shot. All right, take a double shot every time Dawn goes off on a rant.
Or says something fucking weird, like yeah, and then I'll tie him up and I'll choke him and I'll kill him and I'll drown his family or some shit. You always say some damn out of nowhere shit.
So double shot whenever I say something completely fucked up and weird. Take a double shot whenever I go off on a rant. So you be fucked up. You play this game. All right. Take a shot whenever Amber says lit.
Oh my God.
Take a shot whenever Amber and Space talk about Game of Thrones and Dawn says nothing. Take a shot whenever Dawn and Space talk about comic book movies and Amber says nothing. Take a shot whenever Dawn and Amber talk about Harry Potter and Space says nothing. Take a shot whenever we talk about white folks. And that's it. Like I said, you be fucked up. You take this.
You are trying to kill our audience right now.
Yeah, we kill him and tie him up and choke him. It's like, nah.
Oh my God. Oh, there's one. That's a shot right there.
Yeah, it's double shot. It's a double shot.
Double shot. You were trying to kill these people. Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious.
But it shouldn't be how many times, every time I say, you know what I'm saying. Because what I say is, I mean.
Nah, man. Yeah.
You gonna catch me saying, I mean, that's not, I say that so much that people gonna drink themselves straight under the table.
I say awesome too damn much.
I don't think I say lit that often.
You know, I'm just fucking with it, y'all, man. You said it like two times. It has to
be something that's really lit for me to actually say it's lit. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Yeah, man, that's a good one, though, Don.
That is a good one.
Yeah,
so you should put a disclaimer like at the beginning of each podcast.
Yeah.
You know, we are not responsible for alcohol poisoning if you were doing Don's challenge.
This is a challenge. If you can do this shit and get through an entire podcast and post like a linked video or some shit,
or just tell us how many double shots you took.
Yeah, we should
let us know if you're alive the next day.
We should start doing giveaways. I got some shit in my room I could give away.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I think we should do a giveaway.
I got this amazing Han Solo in carbonite poster I got from Loot Crate on my wall. Whoever can do this podcast drinking game can get that poster.
Ooh.
You gotta.
Do you like Loot Crate? I want to do a subscription for something.
It's all right. It was all right. I did the 1 month and it was all right. It's cool. I thought I was gonna get a T-shirt, but they sent me a bunch of paper and some toys.
See,
like cheap ass toys.
I want T-shirts too. I was thinking about just doing a full-on T-shirt subscription. They actually have like sites for that.
Yeah, that may be better. That may be
because I don't need. I mean, send me a toy and my child is gonna put it down the toilet or something crazy. Like I can't have shit like that anymore. I'm not allowed.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's pretty much what they send you, the shit that they can't sell. You know what I mean? Like this random shit.
That's how that works.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what the shit be.
Well, that's a good way of doing that then.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't be telling you. That's why I don't be telling you. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the Mystique choked out Billboard controversy? Do you think what's her name? Rose McGowan had the right to call out Fox? Do you think that she's whining like a little? I'm not gonna call her a B-word. Do you think she's whining and just trying to get some attention? Let us know down in the comments, guys. Where can we find you at social media?
At DONSGFX on Twitter.
Yeah, man, it's at the internet space.
You changed it back?
Oh, hold on. No. What did I just now say out of my mouth? At the Space Menace. I'm sorry.
You can find me at Nerdy Amber. That's nerdy with an I on the Twitters. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys, so we can keep putting out these podcasts for you.
Straight up. And who wants to win my Han Solo poster? You
that's right. Take the drinking giveaway. Challenge. Do the shot challenge. Yes. Be drunk.
Yes.
Don't die though. We want you to keep watching. And
you
listening.
can die a little bit.
Just
live
inside.
A little. Say that. Peace.
Peace.
Twitter or something you guys can promote? Or?
Absolutely, we're all over the place. So if you go on to MandalorianMerch.org, you can find us there. If you go on to Facebook, search Mandalorian Merch, you'll find us there. We're on Twitter. I believe we're even on Instagram at this point, so we're like all over the place. Or awesome. Google it, because you can Google everything.
Mandalorian Merch.
Mandalorian Merch.
That is awesome. All right, I'm going to ask you guys a trivia question related to your costume, and you guys probably know it. I don't know why I'm trying to stump you guys, but let me see. Star Wars related.
Daydreamers.